I think there's a bigger issue here that, well, there's from my perspective, my background, I'm thinking, why would I want to? If I'm going to make suits, why would I want to look like Paul Smith? I mean, for me, branding is all about differentiation. I want to go in there with something that's unique, that's ownable, that's different. The only reason I'd go and see an IP lawyer is to just make sure that I'm not, God forbid, accidentally doing something that's very similar to one of my competitors. I wouldn't attempt to get in there as a sort of, how close can I get to those stripes without infringing copyright law?
It is the mentality, though, of so many brands. You walk around, you walk in own label, you walk into a supermarket and look next to Bovril and look at the own label and how close it is, and look next to Cornflakes and look next to all those great brands. I mean, the supermarket brands in particular are absolute masters of getting as, cigarette paper close to passing off things that we all grew up with and then selling it at half the price. Well, as Nestle or Unilever walking around Tesco's, I'd be extremely worried every single day, because the own label brands are getting stronger, the supermarket brands are getting stronger. I've got less presence as a manufactured brand. And by the way, their design is getting better and better and better. It doesn't look like the cheap alternative anymore. It often looks better than the real deal.
What's interesting there is, has the creation of a brand society killed the brand itself? Because the argument goes in court is that a knowledgeable consumer would have been confused if he was buying, say, Nescafe instead of Sainsbury's own brand. But because we've all become so much more brand aware, it's a lot more difficult to get home on that argument in court.